Not.
That's a good idea.
They're high school kids. They don't want you to be close to them.
No. Yeah, well, I wonder what fascinating topic we have.
I don't know. I haven't even looked at the agenda. Let me look at it.
Can't wait to hear.
Oh, wow. Classification and compensation policy.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
It
Has
does.
Has it got anything to do with numbers?
Are we streaming live?
Yes, we are. And Angie's with us.
You have lots and lots of numbers. Hello, everyone. Good
Hi,
to see you
Angie.
all.
Hey, Bob, I'm jealous.
How's that?
When I was president, I had to go to these meetings. You could sit in your house and go to them. I went to all those finance meetings and personnel, quality and all that. So I had to go there. And
I'm
here
sure
you are
everyone-
sitting in your house.
Everyone appreciated it too, Ron.
Yeah, I mean, this is really great for you. It really is.
Well, I miss that social, face to face.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't want to go to Division Street for a finance meeting
Probably
No.
not.
because that's where they had it. No. I tried to get John to change it, but he wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
They had to condemn the building to get him out of there.
That was a
A
horrible
nice
place.
view.
It's a nice view. It's a
Yeah.
horrible place to get to. There's a horrible building.
Has it come down yet?
I don't
No.
think so. No.
No.
Okay. I've been over that way in quite a while.
Yeah, I always liked the setting. I didn't mind getting there. Every once in a while I'd forget which bridge was out, but
Yeah, they were down to one bridge.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
it did get to be a little bit strategic. That was the word.
Right.
It was.
Especially for somebody like me from out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the city now has to put those bridges back in.
Really?
Isn't that
Yeah.
scheduled for 2023?
Something like that, but they have
I
to
think
put them
so.
back in.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that'll make our better, more valuable.
Ah.
That's good.
Yeah, you won't be an
you're right.
island. You won't be an island.
Our
Yes, maybe
property,
you want to be an island.
no, our property value will be affected by accessibility.
Yeah.
Location,
See?
location.
Yes,
See?
right.
See, Charlotte is in the exact same spot she was in before, but I moved.
She
Yeah.
did too. My screen.
You didn't move on my screen. You're in the
No?
same corner you were, Ron.
No, I had icicles dripping on me before.
Oh,
There.
I see.
Now
That's
I'm-
true.
Oh, Charlotte, you've got some new background going.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah, I'd like to be there.
Yes,
I would
that looks
too.
good.
This
Well, we
is
got-
always the hardest time of year when it's so dark, so early.
It is.
Holidays have passed.
Yeah.
We're, aside from everything else, it's always a dark time. I always say January, and it's a long month.
Yeah.
It's 31 days.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's, yeah.
Sandra,
Well,
have we had on the Division Street building yet?
We have 2 of them done. We haven't been able to get a third one to go out and do it. So we have those reports. We probably need to set up a time to review those separately. This board meeting is kind of an action-packed one coming up in January. So whether or not you want to do it as a committee as a whole of the board or a separate meeting to review the real estate, really the appraisals. So
What would it
2 of
come
them
under?
would be-
Finance, if it did?
Well, it's kind of an interesting one. It's kind of maybe under presidents. I'm not,
So the whole board should look at it then. Yeah.
Affects everyone.
And not one of them sends, I'll be honest, not one of them sent an electronic, Angie, that must be a trend. They don't like to send things, bound books of,
I don't know how they do it in commercial, but no, with when they do ours, it's because it goes to a lender. it doesn't come back to us as a realtor. I get the copies later. I can get it at closing. But most of those go directly to the buyer's lender because the buyer is paying for it. I don't know how they do it on commercial.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
So since Christina knows I'm number challenged, she has sent me a chat saying that we have a quorum.
Very good.
I think I can I can count up to 5, so I think we're okay. We got 4, and we're
Thank
missing
you.
Jennifer. So let's start the policy committee so that we don't run into finance. I need approval of the agenda.
So moved.
I'll move.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? What exciting things do we have? Policies.
Mhm.
Sandra, you're not going to say the whole thing all over again, are you? Who?
oh, well, Angie's,
Angie didn't hear it.
Angie
Yeah,
didn't
but
hear it.
Angie's in the know. She knows everything anyway.
Do you know it, Angie?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Angie.
Well,
Tell me what you're talking about, and then I'll tell you if I know it or not.
so
I did
Angie-
read it.
Okay, so Angie, because it just, personnel committee, which consists of everyone but you that's on this meeting. And so that's why they're kind of giving you a little rub there. We reviewed the revised salary schedule proposal. So I think from a background standpoint, Angie, I guess the question is, do you have questions about what we're proposing? Maybe that would be the better way to.
No, I see you've gotten everything lined up for, especially up to 2025, and the increases. And I like the idea that let's see, is it this one that you proposed all this? I don't have a problem with it.
So I think the
I'd
most, important thing is to understand we will be coming back probably, at least on an annual basis, because we will be looking at the minimum wage. I think that's an important one to understand, that we'll be increasing the salary by the same month. I'm going to say dollar amount, or so that we do not get wage compression against all of the other grades, right? So if you up your minimum salary within your lowest grade, you have to kind of shift everyone along that pathway. So that's why every year we'll be coming back. And probably the biggest discussion we had was, is that, and just to kind of make sure everyone's clear on this one, is that there are really 3 times finance will be looking at someone's salary. One is their anniversary date to make sure that we are on keeping with where they're supposed to be based on their anniversary dates and length of service. We're going to be looking again at January 1 as we go out to 2025 with the minimum wage adjustment. And then again, for July 1st implementation for any cost of living adjustments, and which Pat indicated and reminded us, we typically approve at the beginning of our fiscal year. So typically we're talking about it over the summer because our budgets have to go into effect in October, but that COLA would be implemented in July, but remember it's cumulative. So, that COLA would continue through the first half of the next county fiscal year, and then picked up again, should there be any cost of living adjustments. So, and that was really an operational decision so that finance really could make sure that they could make the administrative changes. So for any one employee, they'll be looking at their records at, 3 times a year.
I think you did a great job of putting all this together. I hope the county has started. You're always ahead of the county when you do these things. And, when I looked it over, I thought, fantastic. It's not a last minute thing, and we know it's all coming. And so I think it's written very well, and our staff should really be able to understand. If I can understand this, anybody can understand how this is all written out, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm going
I think it's
turn that over to Charlotte. She was the one that did the writing and incorporation of all of our policies. So despite the fact that she's an attorney, she does make it understandable for us.
Wait a minute.
No knock on attorneys, Ron.
Agriculture, all you know about is wheat and corn and animals.
Yeah, but you got to make it understandable.
Yes, I know.
And so, and I think probably, Angie, the other part that the personnel committee was sensitive to is that from a finance perspective, we have looked about how is this going to be funded? So that was probably another discussion, and that's going to finance committee next, which you're going to be on the next call, is that first we're taking really the financial, I'm going to say, biggest hit in years. If you look at, and again, this page, it's the one that's kind of a chart. It's got the red at the top. It's the proposed wage compensation plan. It's really in those first 4 years that we're taking the largest, I'm going to say, lump sum hits, right? To this year would be the largest to what we call prove up the salary schedule. And we're talking about potentially using and proposing using some of our public health emergency reserve fund, of which we've got sufficient fund while still maintaining our minimum. In addition, several of our grantors this year are adding what's called a sustainability increase that is to be used for funding, especially targeting the whole COVID response kind of piece. But it's intended to help build the public health workforce infrastructure and kind of right the ship a little bit. So not all of this would necessarily be coming out. So where we can, we will be submitting that for grant reimbursement. And then when you really look at year 4, which is 2026, we're not even talking a full-time position almost when you start thinking about that. It really then is something that is based on our projections at this point. We believe both can be implemented in a fiscally sound fashion from years 1 to 4, and certainly sustainable, so that we weren't doing a one-time kind of salary adjustment, that this is looking at the longevity of the organization as well.
Good.
I agree with Angie. I think Charlotte did a fantastic job on this. And
yes.
And one of the best hires you've ever done, Sandra, is the little box right next to you on my screen, Charlotte.
Thank you, Ron.
I had to do some heavy recruiting.
Yeah, and we also have to stick together in the brotherhood and sisterhood of law.
And then you got Lucy, who's documenting away over there. She's not
doing
the research. This was probably a bad call, right? With 3.
Oh, I'm getting everything down.
But I think it became important. I think the other part, we kind of talked about, it was really incorporating those personnel policies that probably, again, have not had a chance to look at. And it's hard to believe you're in 2022. They were first implemented in 2012. So puts us on a better track moving forward.
Yeah.
We have a lot more of them to look at.
Yeah.
In policy, Ron. So.
Oh, okay.
I like the idea too that you went proposed all the way up to year 40. That you're looking forward. Very good.
I just remember when Judy Box Brown, did I get her name right?
Yep.
Yeah. She put in 40 years.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody does that. She put in 40 years. Yeah.
And learned to roller skate at the same time.
Ice skate.
Ice skate. Ice skate.
Is it ice skate? Okay.
Yeah, it's ice skate.
Yeah.
I was thinking about her the other day when I saw the frozen Rock River, and I thought, I used to love to river skate, and now I'm thinking, no, not with global warming, you have to be kind of careful. It doesn't freeze all the way down. I'm like, they used to flood the back of our police department. That's where we skated as kids,
What I didn't like about Judy, she always looked like 40 years younger than me. I don't know how she did that. She still looks like a kid, for crying out loud.
She never changed.
No, she never changed. Oh, what a great person.
Okay, Christina, Charlotte, and myself, we got some work to do apparently.
Yeah, you got a long way to go.
We got
to get to that 40 years.
I'm not
What do you mean? No, But pretty,
I'm beginning to feel like I'm going to hit that. And I'm not even on a salary.
Yeah, that's the worst part. You're doing it for free.
I know.
Well,
But it
I
looks so good
will,
on a resume, but it looks so good on a resume.
that's
I don't know
true.
what I have a
Yeah.
resume for anymore, but
I
Res-
know.
Resume to be a greeter at Walmart.
No, we don't do that anymore because that's, no touching, no, nothing.
Oh, but they still got greeters at Meyer.
they have
Well,
greeters
they
at
do.
Walmart. They don't get near you.
They just wave.
Yeah.
I will entertain a motion to recommend this policy to the board Tuesday. If
I move that we recommend this policy for acceptance by the board.
I'll
there's a second. Okay.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I don't know how, Angie will be the only one that should oppose it because everybody else voted for this in the previous
It's in the
meeting.
last meeting. Yeah.
So don't get schizophrenic on me. I don't want anybody going the other direction now.
no, I'm all for it.
Good. There's no executive session that I know of, and any additions? There's no additions.
No.
No.
Okay, so motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
No move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all
Aye.
right, great.
All right, so thank you to the policy and personnel committees, and I know President McCreath and Angie, you'll be on the finance with us, right?
Yes, we will.
Okay.
All right, Angie, I know.
We'll
that-
see you all next week.
Dog to
See you
take a
next
break.
week.
Mhm.
Bye.
You
Bye-bye.
go.
Sandra? Oh, she's
Yes.
gone. Sandra,
No.
when you
I'm
have,
here.
would you give me a call? This thing coming up with Rockford Memorial